You promised us this, Yasuo. You.
There
it is. He gets to do it.
Stuck in the fountain.
They can't get out.
They can't get out because they're busy like writing in chat, obviously, about how it's your fault they're dying in top lane.
Oh, Trick. I mean, Perkz rather, and Frozen back and forth. Trick just below with Crash.
Oh!
In. It's going to be the 1-2. And it's actually the kill coming in. Trick just range execution. No, it was the hit already from Crash. And the back and forth.
His team to try and get Pigeon down. As here we go.
Frozen stuck out. Whoa, Perkz being able to get the damage down. Knocked backwards. Here comes Crash. This is where it gets tough. Cleanse down, dodges out on Sejuani's ultimate. Beautifully done. But here's the damage now. Trick's gonna get the pop-up just in time. Saves him from Crash. Perkz through the other side. Padden with one shot and the wind wall down. I mean, Perkz is the same. Trick finds himself in a sticky situation, and he is gonna get locked down one more time. Padden comes in, and pop goes the Trick. Frozen coming up with that one.
So in the end, two members
lanes around. They're gonna still look for him.
Well, blam! Well, that was a little accurate. So still going to come in. Good tank for Crash. Frozen was like, I'm coming.
Only 3 of them. It feels like it's a pressure
Hurricane.
game.
Be about 2 through there. Beautiful. Howling Gale into the last breath. That's the hit onto Padden. They just used quite a bit in the top lane for that fight. So his ultimate was not up. G2 takes advantage.
Good roam there from Perkz and some serious damage already being dealt from him. That's a tower now for G2. First one in the game. So they get the goal.
Control and FB recognized.
Oh, that was going to be huge. They were looking for the rupture for Perkz. Don't have it just yet. Steel Tempest back through 2. Flashes over the Taliyah wall. And the Divide will set up the fight. Chain of Corruption locks down to 2 as the Piercing Arrow rocks the back line.
Whoa.
Trick in, Trick out. And it looks like that's enough. Not a lot of damage from the last breath. And it looks like Perkz could be in a lot of trouble as he's in the middle of the frying pan. Cooked up and spit out. Trick now very low. Expect trying to be the last.
Penetration.
Never really need to at all.
And he's doing it in this game, which is quite surprising.
Hit Crash just dodges out of that one, but it looks like he can get chopped down here. Expect doesn't take him out. It's Sven. Nature's Grasp goes across. Frozen's on the other side of the wall, and he's blocked G2, but
you
he's
say Sven Rip. I say that last whisper board right there from Perkz. Taking down Crash.
Oh boy.
It looks like they're onto Frozen now. Can anybody follow up? The kite coming in. And it looks like he's going to be able to only get a little bit more distance. Unravels the earth under G2's feet, but they pull the rug out from under Frozen.
They'll get themselves the pick. And Padden is still here.
Oh, the Flash Monsoon initiation coming in from Mindy. That's going to be Perkz following through as well. Thaldryn throwing back the Bramble Smash to lock up the fight. And Padden is looking to the side, right through his sights, delivering the damage, but it's not enough DPS to take down Expect. Follows through forward, one last shot, and bada bing, bada boom, Expect goes down.
Aaron, they might be able to get this. Trick is just around the corner, though.
Oh,
no, it's not.
Just a few. Trying to hop away. Looks like he's going to live through that one with little W damage. And here comes G2 coming back in, but they have Frozen as well.
But they didn't kill Trick yet. He's on his way. Baron is going very low, though. He got to go in instantly.
He's in 900, 875. Oh, wow, so early. And the smites from both junglers. Auto down, and it goes to Crash. They are going in for the fight now as they take down it's Trick and Sven. It's like catch.
People dead for G2 with the Baron going to the Sejuani. What felt like a random flail thrown in whilst he was also hitting Trick. And that just opens up the base for them. FB.
They need some sort of engage from G2 side.
The funnel in isn't enough. A great spread from FB doesn't really allow any 2 people to be initiated on. That's what G2 is looking for. Crash is just a pin cushion right now for Sven, and he gets out alive. Nature's Grasp goes forward. They have so many tools for zoning with the Taliyah, the Maokai. It's hard for G2 to step forward at this point. Don't take that Expect for that Weaver's Wall, but they do lock out a lot of the damage. Frozen actually gets himself on the right side. It's Perkz going in his last breath along with G2 as they try to take down 1907 Fenerbahce. A few kills come through, and that's... Oh, he got it. Gets the flash over. Beautifully done to get that extra follow-up damage of Steel Tempest.
They get there in time is the question. It looks like they can.
It's going to be 2,000. 1,000 on it. Couldn't get over the wall. Now they're going to make me a liar.
Oh,
just an initiation of 1 onto Frozen. Is that too much, though? Do they have the follow-up damage? A big heal. The Redemption Monsoon coming out of mid. He puts Trick back into a fighting position with the rest of the team. G2 going forward, but they're just missing. They're being out-kited. Japone and Patton turning around to fight back and delivering the damage. Piercing arrows flying through, but nobody's falling just yet. Slivers of help as they try to limp away from the fight. A draw between the 80 carries, and it's left now. Getting in front, it's a turret tank.
Kill the tower! The tower! Yeah, they did it!
It's gone. Trick tries to go in. That's not the knockup, though. Wild Growth very early onto Patton as they jump out. Damage onto Crash as he tries to deliver the last bit of crowd control for his team to persevere. As Staldron stands on the front line, tall in between three. He gets the last breath from Yasuo, and they flash forward towards Patton now. Huge damage coming out as he buster shots back.
And there he goes.
Over the wall. We didn't expect anything different. Still has a little bit to get in. Has to wait for the cooldown. May not be able to make it in time. A little bit of a reset on that Elder. 2,500 in. They're waiting to blast it down. They want the fight. Possibly it goes to Trick and the rest of the team. They get a big...
Is ready. No Varus ulti. No Feast either from Expect. Look to be fighting again. Crash's ulti's not ready either.
Staldron teleports in, home guard's on, but it's really just to flex the muscles and taunt. He's gonna get that 3-hit knockup. Perkz, so much damage, waiting for the ulti to come back, and Perkz is gonna go down. No, Sven lives. Sven gets the heal in and keeps himself alive. Expect now, rotating in with the team to the base. Will they be able to live? In goes Perkz, and he goes down. 10-10 as they make their way on the inhibitors.
One dead means it'll be 3 inhibitors at the very least. If they want to push for more, they could try, but that would be far too risky as Ben is still alive.
46 seconds on Perkz to come up. Remember, his GA's down as well if the base even lasts that long, so they have to be careful at whatever fights they take. Fenerbahce wanting the inhibitors and possibly wanting safety after this, as it can easily be turned around if they greed too much. That is Crash down. Chain of Corruption used to the CC follow-up may not
as well, trying to deal some damage.
Staldron coming in. Nature's Grasp is only going to lock up a few of the tanks. Over the wall goes Trick. That's the knockup they might have needed. Big damage on to Expect. Lock of the Iron Slaughterer Redemption comes in to keep the team safe, but there's clearly no going back in. Around the wall comes mid. Sven is there with the autos. Wind wall goes up, but Patton has everything to shoot up front. Perkz taking a lot of damage. Perkz just living, gets the shield down, and he keeps himself alive. Trick, however, falls to the hands of Patton. And once again, FB and G2 trade 1-for-1.
But this time we got super minions in the base, Riff.
And they're going.
It was a 4v5 and it was a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Patton, he's on the way.
Frozen's gonna cut him off. Frozen's gonna try to cut everybody off, knocking them back for just a second, unraveling that earth. Leandri burning them down. Patton on the turrets. He's gonna look to end the game. Explosive shot drops the first one. The demolition is in for the win, and it is gonna be 1907 Fenerbahce trying to claim this win. He goes down. It is gonna be the save for G2. The rest of the team, no mana there. This is a big chomp down. Dessert, dinner, and everything here for Expect. He just has to choose which one it is. Trick is going to pick up that kill, though, so they still have the chomp down. A good save for the Baron. No chance here for Crash if they get that damage down perfectly. And G2 has weathered an amazing
flash. So he stays alive despite getting hit by Perkz. Inhib top going down as fast as it actually spawned. Trick looking for a fight.
Didn't get the initiation he wanted to. Get pushed out of that. Up towards the top side. Very low. Back and forth. Gets shot down by Expect. They could go coast to coast if they get every member of 1907 Fenerbahce. Frozen into the Zhonya's, but gold won't save you for long. Double kill for Perkz.
We still got some minions near the Nexus. We see some pings. Yasuo ulti this late in the game, so as soon as Patton gets knocked up, he can't use any sort of defensive abilities to get out of it, and he just dies instantly. Expect didn't need to use his flash either, so that's ready for the next fight in case he needs it to do exactly the same thing we saw here. Land and knock up on the back line and then jump them.
See how quickly Patton was taken out in that fight with the damage represented by Sven. Now G2 making their way quickly into the base. 5 strong, pushing Crash around, but they know they can't stay for long.
Yeah, they'll take the inhibitor. It's free to take as well. Baron's about to round off, you would have to imagine, so they use the opportunity. They have very small window to secure a major objective. And they're still going.
Straight into the middle. Trick cannot flash out of this. He's put himself right in. Expect tries to flash in as well. They want the fight now before FB can get their footing. Crash is down. That's Frozen as well. Japone falls. Patton Baron trying to kite back and do what he can, but it's Dahlgren falling in front of him. And without the captain, without the rest of the team, it's going to be difficult to pull this one around. G2 has stopped Fenerbahce in their tracks and will take the Nexus.
They lost all the inhibs, they lost Barons, everything. They were defending for such a long time, and they kept winning fights. And now in the end, they get the Nexus.
The Yasuo pick from Perkz, he said it would happen. They lock it in here at the group stage of Worlds. And with just a few more attacks, they take the game 52-17. G2 Esports over 1907 Fenerbahce.
With the Nexus exposed and everything with the